You has all the comfort food you, your friends, and family need this summer. We hope you enjoyed this some double play, proudly served by Wimpy Donna. Country Guest House. Kione. An epitome of rejuvenation, relaxation, freshness. A home away from home. Hatuli Guest House in Kanye, your trusted plug, with standard room from only 560 kula a night, executive for 660. All rooms are equipped with DSTV, Wi-Fi, free and air conditioning. Imagine having to wake up and hit the gym. Yes, we also have a gym room for fitness lovers, topped with great meals upon request and very free. A beautiful escape for that great experience out with you. Make that booking now. Call 5480976 or 72161253. Like and follow Hatuli Guest House Facebook page for all updates and specials. Hatuli Guest House in Kanye. Enjoy Christmas and New Year in style. Get Sishawa Combo on credit and pay later. Yes, Sishawa Gas Gold. 3713 7716 3713. Mud Heart. We meet your needs. The management and staff of High Ridge English Medium Preschool, Primary and High School wishes everyone a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Remember to drink and drive and arrive alive. COVID-19 is with us and is still here. Avoid unnecessary trips and avoid overcrowded places. Together, we can defeat COVID-19. Registration for 2022 is ongoing, so register early to avoid disappointment by calling 599-132, 599-132 in Tamaga, or 7130-7820, 7130-7820. High Ridge English Medium Schools. Education with a difference.
I love this song. Keep on winning.
We haven't run, you haven't run live. I'm seeing you haven't run live.
I know I'm doing live. I can't work like an octopus. I hate to do this just and set me on the high ground. When I look in at me, told me, Jesus, one day I had it all. And I keep waiting. I keep on waiting. Yes, I keep waiting. I keep on waiting. God to open your spirit, telling you love. Just that into my life. See your body, shifting me up for me, destroying every breakthrough in my life.
So good morning to you and tune in and ask any questions that you'd like to ask. Blessed morning, blessed God. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful song taken from Dr. Tumi Arialo. I keep on winning. I keep on winning. And that's exactly what we want you to do right here on Seekers, a destination. Hence, we bring in people who will help you in your route or your path or your goal. They don't you are a winner. More music. Seekers destination. Muruti Teleland Trust Sirumula, welcome to Seekers Destination.
Good morning, Nejujina, and good morning to the listeners out there.
I was saying to you compliments of the new season. When do we stop saying compliments of the new season?
Well, I guess it's upon interaction. How you have to maybe go there, even if it's 6 months later on the years, to say compliments of the new year.
I've just been asking myself that question. Well, we welcome you to Seekers Destination. Oftentimes we speak, oftentimes I get in touch with you via phone, and apart from that, it's simply because of the situation, COVID-19. But I'm happy to have you in studio today. And you kindly introduce yourself to our listeners, and then we get on to the topic of the day. We are going to be talking about the route to recovery. So, yeah, kindly introduce yourself.
My name is, like you said, my name is Mr. Etelelang Trust Serumula. I'm a pastor, I'm a life coach, and I'm a counselor. There's so much to me, but this is what I would share for now because it's more specific to our topic that we're going to be sharing today.
Yeah. Despite the fact that we faced COVID and we are still facing COVID, we cannot stop living, we cannot stop planning. So one of the things you mentioned was that, Georgina, have you noticed that we prepare to win? We get ready to win. We make all the plans, but we don't prepare to when a situation arises. So may you kindly take us through today's topic.
Yes, like I did say, Maloba Keretota, what happens within our culture, we are taught to make it, go win, that's what you're conditioned to do all of your life, to a point that maybe when you meet life interruptions, it becomes very difficult for you to stand up, more so that you were not taught how to stand out of such situation. You were never told that such things happen. Yeah. So that's why I put so much emphasis. the other problem too that goes with that problem is the lack of support systems. We don't have support systems. We don't have people who are sincere, who are for us, and who could ultimately take us through, you know, this process. O no ipankanyetsa this, mme o bone se se hape le ga gago. Kore there's a need for that when you exist within a community. Kind of support systems, they can go as far as even go to the social support systems, they can go as far as hospitals, you know, public transport. These are systems that are there to support a person. But only more intimate ones where you talk about encouragement, where you talk about counsel, where you talk about, you know, guidance.
Muruti, like you are saying, we take this lightly. You feel I can do it on my own. Because they don't even take off. They write those plans down, and then nothing happens after because they don't even know where to start. So maybe they have to for those who are already that support system.
Oh, well, I mean, this is something that should be instilled in you from your place of birth to understand hela how family, it's something that sustained you, it's the unit that sustained you to become who you are. So you cannot at one point then you stand so much as an individual, forgetting life is a journey and you are not a master of everything. There are people who understand your capacity. There are people who understand your weaknesses, more so that when they tell you something, the feedback, I think, you can believe easily, unlike a stranger. So support systems, they start from, you know, that infancy, your family. I was telling somebody the other day, for those who haven't started, I was telling a young boy the other time, stop, got to take your dreams and put them in front of you. Something great, but only internal. You'll become an old person still dreaming. Forgetting that this thing is not becoming alive. Yeah. Yes.
Now, what I'm just 2 seconds in this morning the advice, and many people were saying don't trust, and here you are saying trust. You need that support system in your life, and what's happening? You have this dream, but I might be sharing it with the wrong person. All this things. How do we identify the right people?
Well, that's a very important dynamic, because you have to understand in as much as we can trust people, which is a reality. There are people by they've got capacity, if they've got integrity, they are there. So in your upbringing, as you grow up, identify people who are for you. They may not have the kumo. Sometimes we get directed by material things. You find that because somebody Major Gina that's what inclines you for a chaos support system. But it shouldn't be that. It should be bigger than that. More so that support systems can give out to needs. No, I'm gonna make sure that you arrive. So you don't cross path. So when you do identify them, these things have to be tabled. You have to sit down and commit yourself, or I've realized it's either it can be your pastor, it can be your parents. If you are brought up in a robust family, it can be your parents, it can be your pastor, sometimes it can be your counselors, your life coaches, sometimes it can be just a network of people. They fulfill that mandate, either the career space, the community. There has to be that thing. It pushes you. Otherwise, you're gonna miss out a lot, because you're gonna be dreaming in the inside, and you're gonna be doing so little, not realizing you can do so much with your life.
You were talking about preparing ourselves, because now, can you take us through this preparation? What, apart from the structures now. Let's go through this preparation. Gore ga ke ise ke we sengwe le sengwe sa ntse se siame mme jaanong ke ipaakanya jang gore ga go ka tana kwa e leng gore dilo gongwe ga di tsamaye sentle. What are the things that one should do apart from the support system? What are other things that one should do or look into?
Okay, apart from the support system, which is the core, which is the core of recovery, which is the first core of recovery, you have to understand your vulnerabilities as a person, understand your weaknesses. Or at the stage you can understand or maybe emotionally you're not strong enough. Maybe to interact with people in society, you're not strong enough. So how do you protect yourself? Boundaries. Hey, those are the first things that you put in place. You protect yourself by setting boundaries. If a relationship is professional, you keep it professional. If a relationship is family as a necessary, you make an effort in getting closer to such people. If there's a case, it's often overlooked, whereby one day you won't be on earth or satsele. Me, they are very infant, and you have never established any other thing. There is nobody to support them. They can end up being affected because you never did any planning to protect them. So you just have to condition yourself. The key thing, the one thing you have to be consistent about is just to condition yourself daily. I have to understand there is a time that's why people even do though not many people do it, they get involved in funeral policies, insurances. These are people who are thinking of recovery. What if something happens in the future? What if I can't afford to pay school fees for my children? I need to have a policy in place that's going to help me to do so. Even though I'm doing good in business, I'm going to make sure the lawyer, even though I'm not in trouble yet, I need a lawyer. I pay for my lawyer. The time when I'm in trouble, my lawyer comes in to help me because I can't advocate for myself. What I'm good at, I've identified it. So I got which is something that people don't want to acknowledge. Sometimes people should understand what do you have in place to support you? Ha ke go rate a se gore ke nnete ga go tlhoka batho ba leng gore ba ka go nisa batho go bona gore a go ra ha go rate bona ga iragala e bo bona ba go they'll scrutinize it nicely because they've got the time and they've got the passion to do that. Lile rato ya go bona gore that thing of yours is restored. At a professional level, I care about by organize, by making sure we help you guys with these services. But at a more intimate level, community, having to identify people they're going to play that role in your life. And also you understanding what me as a person existing in these times, what is necessary for me to survive if something was to go wrong tomorrow.
How prepared are you for that fall? How prepared are you? When I'm why do you need to be ready for it? I am with Muruti Trust Etelelang Trust Serumula Motatila Humpian. At the end of that tunnel, maybe that dark cloud is hanging over your head. It's nothing. Me I don't how is it 35000131? You can have 76281885. That's our WhatsApp line or our WhatsApp number. Ukarumela mola isa kuswe kana ukarumela jalo a voice note. Muruti Sirumala. Ga motho a lebelela go na le kgang e leng gore ne ke etsere kgante jana o mongwe a re my issue is khanzamadi. I really try by all means to make sure that I account for everything. I try and look into I can overspend, I can live beyond the means, but somehow I always find myself in debt. Now, what do you say, or how do you help someone who finds themselves already in such a situation? How do they get out of it?
I mean, it's a dynamic issue. Yeah, harlogana. I mean, let's just start it from the beginning. What a lot of people should understand: financial advisors are important. You can be good at doing something. You can be good at making money, but kind of sometimes it's your first time when interact alamai. How I eat. You know, as a no, you are allowance 1.4 and 1.9. Now you are making millions. Now you have a salary 100,000. That's another ball game. So you have to come to a stage where you mature or you become of age or deal my dear. That's why even in the premise of leadership, because sometimes money, power, or position interrupt if you are never prepared to function in such a place. So those who are financially constrained, can I support system? Sometimes the people because they trust you, because they have been around you, they can ultimately support you financially and also school you outside of that problem, knowing what they can recover the money later. So, but because we function as entities, or like 23,000, and you are thinking every day, but because your neighbors have the kids go school and say how bad can I compete le colleagues go tirong ha le ntse bana in such areas. Why? Because you have no people you are headed for trouble. So sometimes no, you can still compliment your kids ka gore la ha ba ntshitse mo English medium mo tsetse mo tswana medium ba duela di activity o ba irang le rona hela will constantly be there for you. It is okay to make such a decision. Sometimes just somebody telling you what it is okay to make a decision can really restore your life, especially when it comes to finances.
Right, 35001131. We are ready to take your calls. I have fallen, right? I need someone to get me up. I need someone to assist me to actually overcome this or to find a way out of this situation. To help you. Juma, good morning. Dumela. Khaitsadi a motho ke rre Mogale.
Dumela.
He is. He is. Re lebogilela thata re bogale re lebogilela thata ya mme ke riana ke ntse ke a tswella ke tsane gala gago mo 3500131 and of course ga o batla go appreciate yalo we are live on Facebook ke gone go ka re tshwarang teng ka go Georgina go boto Sakaria and morutu ha ibile ha go dimo ga mo ta go gakolla re mogale na re you are o se mo le sengwe ya re ke batla ke ba gakolla gore tota how to ebile wena no re Mr. Etelelang Trust Serumola ba gaetso ke mokwadi wa dibuka ke teachera ha godimo ga mo ke motho o agang ke motho o eleng gore ke mbui wa lekgoko ke motho o eleng gore o mo kgwebong gape ke motho o eleng gore he's a world shaker gore o tshwantse o etele page ya gago gore o bone gore he is indeed a whole package, so do not miss this moment ka gore ke yone nako a gore le wena o bone phenyeletso ya gago a re bue ka kgang e ya no bua jalo ka gone go kgantsa bana ba sekolo jalo. Let's talk about this, which is one thing that came through Maloba ga re simolola ngwaga gore ke itse gore motho e leng gore wa ga malapa gape ga godimo ga gore ha go tsena go tsa finances moruti sentente e le gore this beautiful couple e bua gore nya o mongwe a re sengwe le sengwe se se mo maruding a ga se mo go a gago simply because of how ke tsa gore ke ka ha re laiwang ka teng, especially rona bomme. So you're thinking ke gore monna me will do everything, I am sorted, my money is my money, but he's supposed to take care of the whole family. Can you kindly try and make us understand as couples gore go a go bereka ka tsela e ntseng when it comes to finances, dikgang tsa finance ga santse re bua ka tsone?
Tota kgang e botlhokwa ebile even looking at the Bible, there's been a false teaching in ntse le teng ha go ngote monna ke ene irang sengwe le sengwe kana go te a man as a provider, it did not exclude a woman. More so that ha re lebela the Proverbs 31 women, Proverbs 35 at the 31 women ke mosadi o ne le title tse dintsi ate mosadi o na bereka le leina la monna ga go ne le tlotliwa ka ditiro tsa gago. So one thing, when we look at finances, we have to look at the fact that there should be an inheritance. Otherwise, parents should leave an inheritance for his children and his children's children. Why is it so? Inheritance bana, it gives them a strength sa go ka pursue the individual callings or purposes. Sometimes you will never become what you are supposed to become because but if parents have worked and they have passed on this inheritance you get, inheritance is a support, it's part of a support system branch out easily. So what happens now is how the enemy robs people is women to think because working takes out from somebody's strength. So you have to be very strategic. Understand gore la go tshela le ka nna la tshela lobaka le le kae le gore bana ba go simolla go tlhaleha nako e gore if you work le le mmogo, rather your togetherness, let it be a partnership that's going to make your life, the life of your children better. So I think that's how people should process it. It is more of the inheritance than a good life. Yes, we should enjoy at a relational level. We can spoil each other. They can be gifts. So we shouldn't base the blueprint of our relationships to what TV sells to us or what society sells to us, or o gona go nna le di Benz le sengwe le sengwe mme monna go tshwenya go gata a go latlhela mo di dustbin. That's what people are experiencing. I had a topic the last time ke bua gore, but can money create a false sense of submission? Yes, a lot of women can stay in marriages saying they are very toxic just because my dear thing ha o le bankanye lenyalo ha madi a go tlase ke gone ano le simolang go supetsa gore me mathata a teng.
35001313 35001331 le wena tsa karolo ga o na le potso ka botsa potso e tsela gore o ka re tshwara gape mo WhatsApp. Number ya WhatsApp ke 762818885. ke batla ke utlwe jalo melaetsa e tseneng through WhatsApp ka motsotso oneo nna le wena gone fa itse jalo gore mo tsatsing la gompieno re bua jalo ra re se ga yone tsela ya gore re gorogele mo e leng gore we recover, because it is not easy. Ra bona jalo gore depression is leading mo Botswana mo. We have relatives, we have people that are very closest to us ba e leng gore ba le ba nokedi emo tse e leng gore ga ba itse gore ba tswa yang mo go tsone. Mme ke dira ke simololle jalo ka ba megala tsa tshono yone gore o kgone go bona thuso mo tsatsing la gompieno mo thulaganyong yone. Duma, good morning. Dumela. Dumela re le kae? Dumela ntate. Ke na le wena Uncle Eddie. re mmogo mme ke batla go tlhaloganya gore ga go te bagolo ba mo meeting o bo re ke bana ga ke tlhaloganye gore go
ma ba mo ke ke ba yi ke so nya yo ke nna ke yo ke ngwana ke wa mo butwa ke tlo go te ba go mo go go ntse mo itse go go twa bana ba ba ke dire nna ba go te ba go
all right nya
go ya ba ba ka ka ga mo mang ke o ke botse
mme o ta retsa moruti mo rejong gore o tla yara ba re thank you Uncle Eddie, thank you so much. We go to the next one. Juma, good morning. Juma Jumela Melekai Emma. Hi Maleboho.
o na le ditshwetso tse o lemogang gore mme ka lesedile ke nang le lone ke kgona gore ke tshele jaana nna ke batse go gafoga mo ditshwetsong tse ke bonang gore ke ithutile mo go tsone ebile ke nterekela sometimes people don't think that you are stubborn, you don't want to listen gore ga o motho o reetsang ga o di mo wena o le ka gore kana mme motho o dikgato tsa mo go tsone nkile ka tsena mo go tsone ke sa lele ke but this is such a thing gore nya re riane re ska re motho o tsa bala ya mo tsone nna le dumela gore go botlhokwa thata go ithuta ya ka ditho di rutang tsa buang go a re gakolola re ke di gakolola tse e leng gore di supa gore ga o reetsa mo bathong ba bangwe wa sa begela mo goreng wena ke wena o nyetse jaaka go di-weakness tsa go di kgona go understandiwa ke batho ba bangwe gale mare mme ga ka go advisa di amogela o se kwa nna motho o dumela gore nna ga ke diana ka diana so ke lebogela thata dithuto tsa go bona go change mo teng ka mme bo batho bone ba ka se ba bone mme ke le motho o maikutlo a nnang a le penego ke fila gore ga motho a re wa ntio a re wa re mare mme slowly a ntse ke reetsa mo radiong le bua o ntirile motho mo nakong ya gompieno can extend a gore ke itse le gore ko modimong ga go bua ke a ya ka pelwane yotlhe ke amogela gore kwa ntsetong
Maleboho, thank you so much Muruti.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really love your words.
Thank you so much for that feedback. Thank you. Stay blessed. Ke ka heleng gore re ka teng mme re ana Muruti tse jalo ka di voice notes gore ba re nta kwano. We remember our studio line ke 35000131. Mme o ka romela jalo WhatsApp ka ha 76281885. Kana inne a voice note kana molaetsa khutso ntse a tsoke ka botedi mme re motho gore la re nka kwano yeah mekiliana all right
era nako botsa ka tuma ya me ke tema ya me ke a motho moruti mo gakolodi mo kgothatsi mo coach wa le wa matshelo wa intsala ka la ile gona go bolong kwa coach ya coach me timi ke we ele o no mo coach wa ka re bolo ha ita o dire jana o di bisa go se mme le mo botshelo nna ka bona la ka re wa coach ka gore ya be ile nna ke le motho ke go ntse ke palwa ke ra re bo go ha tlima le wena thata ka gona le ene mo side ha ka ora mo side re gampat o bo re motho coach wa go coach le ke mo ile yang ka gona go ka go coach ka te se ka nga gona ka te gore di tse ba ke re he ja ka nne ke le ke anyala lanta motho a ba re ke a go togela ka gore o mompe o se kaka o humanegile ya na re o humanegile o le khala ga di o mompe a wa re ja ba go coach gore ke ile yang gore a nnete ya no moruti coach ha ke di malle wena ha ne re la babedi ka ke go bontsha ba ha le e walek mme hela mo coach jo botshelo gape ke moruti ke a itse gore nna modimo mpoletse gore ke le modimo ga wa nkopa gore o nnete o bona hala o lete a to bone dithari di rapela ka di gola hala jana ke di godisala ke le modimo a to di bone di phologolo di kgomo di rapela ka dinonyana di tsena mo mesimeng hela ke nna modimo ke coachang dilo tseo thank you kutule moruti
ra go tandi Muruti ra go tandi ar coach gona go coacha mme bolo e kwa ikele hela kwa tota hela mme a go re bua ka khanye because khanye ngwe e leng gore pele ga re tsena mo ge yo mme ke tswelle ke bone pele ka gore ke a bona rena kwa rona HIV I suffer from anxiety and I hardly ever sleep. This stems from my stagnancy in my career. Saleke graduated with engineering degree and I have not been able to secure even an internship. I feel stuck. This has stolen my peace. Moruti a re wa itse gore ke ga ke kgonele go bona boroko ke kgang ene ke bua ka ena kgantse jana e be re bua le ka ena kgang e leng gore go na le batho ba e leng gore they believe gore go gore le go kana go nkgakolla ga go kita go nkisa gope. We spoke about it just this morning. What Rafa Chandi is talking about, where someone says it's my life. These are things that you have done before you fail. How can you then advise? What puts you in a position to advise me? So kindly take us through that, because we spoke about it this morning to say we are missing out a lot because we are always judging the ones who have been through it because they know what's there where you intend on going, and they don't want you to go there because they love you that much. Yeah.
Tota, let me just touch. There's a scripture in the Bible. Yes, a wise man is strong. A man who increases in knowledge increases in strength. By wise counsel, you will wage your own war. So there is so much la ha ka tswa a ithute ele ena ikemeletsa ya ka moruete na bua a ikemeletsa a irwa ke modimo mme bagolo ba kgona go bona dikotsi gore ngwana o lo ka wela mo metsing a la bolelo ngwana wa mo guide ngwana wa mo gore the true template ke ngwana go gola ga ngwana o kgona go gola a ba nna botlhale go gaisa mme o kgona go mmontsha dikgakololo gore ngwana ke some of these decisions, if you take them, they can do this to you. And the unfortunate thing is people fail because they don't have support systems. That's a culture that is there. Blame ke ka itlweditseng go tshela ka teng kana botshelo bontsalo modimo ha nke nganga le tshwetso tsa batho gore gona go tswa tseleng tsana bangwe ba tswa ya wena bo fila re wa kgona o le hale ba le bone mme ba kgona until you have it very difficult, and that's what happens most of the time. Batho ba tla ba especially banna ke batho ba leng gore ba dumela go thusiwa ba swa kana go setse go le busula. Even hela if you check from the medical research or banna ke batho ba sa eng spateleng ha lwala nyana ha ke spateleng na ha ke nwe melemo na ha ke reng basadi ba tshela le baka cause ba itlhokomela they ask for help, they cry out. And you find that within the society they survive more. So a support system
great. Let's go to the lines. Good morning. Mosha. Right, Mela Rakinosi?
ka tshwanela gore ke re ba bangwe ba se ka dumelang ke a leboga.
Ke lebogile la thata Rekenosi 35 thank you Rekenosi. Thank you. Ke Rekenosi ya ke Rekenosi ya le ka ko Phalapeka kwa. Thank you so much. Re ka tswalla jalo moruti Serumula. A re bua ka kgang e ya o no bua ka kgang ya go godisa bana jalo le gone go ba ruta jalo. A re bua ka kgang e o no bua ka dikolo re buile ka di-finances. One of the things that we spoke about Maloba ke kgang ya go ruta bana ba rona le gore re ba godisa ka tseleng tsa re le bo babedi. O mongwe o batla gore ba itse go sekiwa madi, o mongwe o batla gore ba nne le botshelo jo e leng gore even their friends are able to see. Ke batla e nne le go pola kgothatso le e leng gore o le neela batsadi bringing up of children. What exactly is the right way go neha botsadi bo bobedi, o mongwe o batla go nne yana, o mongwe o batla go nne ka tseleng ntseng yana. Thank you so much. O ka re tsa gone go ke lebeletse jalo le melaetsa e ntseng e tsena ya WhatsApp.
Tota la kgang e tona ke gore parents should understand gore ke batho ba le babedi ba leng gore ba go tshwaragana tiro e leng gore e bokete mme e le monate ya go godisa bana. Usually what happens with marriages is, especially bomme ba na le weakness a teng, how when they can do what you call enabling kids, how go ratiwa bana thata mo leng gore ba gogela go mama hela e ba le hela gore they miss out to learn from daddy. Mme ha batsadi ba le mmogo ba ne le bokgoni bo bo harologanang. So e tshwanetse gore ope wa lona se ka ira gore o mongwe a nne monyenyane ga pele ga bana kana bana ba nyatsa o mongwe ka o mongwe kgone go ba ha sengwe. Gore bana they're supposed to be trained in such a way leng gore they become the best version of themselves, because what happens is ha ngwana a tswa ko ntle a ba kgeloga ga le ka kera mo blame re ngwano ke seganana ke lekile. Nako tse dingwe parents are wrong. There's a principle that says a child will always remain a child, meaning gore ha ngwana a isa gore a place of maturity ha go kwa mo release ngwana o tshwantse gore a sena go nna mature le ena le lemogile le batsadi gore ngwana o yanong o gorogile dingwaga e seng dingwaga ka number ba dingwaga ka go tlhalega la mo release ke ene ngwana o le ka mo hang mo lenyalong ke ene ngwana o ka reng ema o go nna go thoko. Nako tse dingwe ga le bona gore you haven't contributed in a child's life, gore le ska la ipata gore le irile tiro eo mme le sa ira yaanong. Even though go na ga iragala yalo ga gongwe batsadi ba nna busy ka madi bana ga tlhakatlhakana, there are still support systems e leng gore di ka go thusa go ira ngwana kana sometimes ngwana ha establish a new relationships with people e ba mo bela di boundary o kgona go bereka botoka le bone, unlike wena sa go tshabe a kgona go itela mabadi and ka moso same parents ngwana o tla ba nyalwa kana a nyala a ba tshwenya o mongwe bo ba mo protector gape gote ke ngwanake. That's why marriages don't work, because ga gona di support system. Gore la ha o ira phoso mmago wa go defender mmago gore o ebile o kgona go tlhoa monna kana mosadi o monyetseng. Why? Because gore batho ba malatsing a ke batho ba ba godileng ka mmele mme mo teng e santse le bana. Ke yone kgang re tshwanetse re le mo gore maturity is key if you want to succeed going forward. Gore we have to mature, re tshwanetse re berekele mo go goleng go gola maikutlo go gola spiritually, gore gore re tlhaloganya gore batho ke eng mme purpose ya rona ke ha re sa irialo ha re sa mature sengwe le sengwe sa gore tena ra go nna re rata lapa la rona hela bana ba rona hela, and we will never progress.
A re wetse ka molaetsa ona wa diana wa re dumela Mazei le moruti Trust Serumula. Dikgakololo tsa moruti ke di amogela di a kgothatsa ruri. I'm suffering batho mo lenyalong. My husband ga ba teketsana kereke tota and I'm so abused. Me, he married me in church. Ke kopa dikgakololo batho. And then a tsenya the emoji. The nice thing about WhatsApp, a tsenya the emoji ya motho wa lena.
Tota, what I would advise is it's critical. Tota, you need to invite people. It could be family if Lenele Roba's family or Tota Mohakuludi or independent or Katala, because what usually happens is Molinyalong Habahuli. That's why abuse is because but they don't mature. Come also hell on different perceptions, because Moto Salom Nyala 20 years back, Kinzige and Motola Karo on a salary, Raro mature. No. We have to mature to a place of Talangaro. Mosadu CEO, nna ke ntse ke le assistant something somewhere ke sa amogele mme ke mo encourage ke mo fuela ha regile senta le metšho le ena ta itse gore motho ke monname ke ena on supporting gore ke gore ha ke ne ke lwala tsatsile ampore ke swa monna gore there has to be gratitude and go ne le go mo tsontse gore ke ntse ke bolela batho ke ba ruta of recent ke ba ruta about emotions and intimacy gore tota ba tshwanela ba sentse ba sokola ka go bua go le kind gore o bontsha monna ga gore ke bua le wena le monna me kana mosadi wa me ke bua le gore go bua hela re ra gato go duela go mona bona gate wa re nne rana ke go gore a gona that kindness, that chemistry, and we need to be taught these things because we never knew them. We need to be taught.
Thank you so much. Just a word of encouragement for year 2022. So many people are appreciating the show, and I'm pretty sure this is not the first time I'm calling you to contribute, and it won't be the last time. We'll do another session again. We have to say bye-bye.
I repeat, let's work on our support systems. Let's find people where they can encourage us, they can push us. Lebo Mark Tyson, never better the blows, so that's sometimes it takes that because your emotions. Why so you need people financially, otherwise legal, spiritual, you need to be vested or win because when a lead sabotage, when a lead enemy, when a little neighbor. So if you have people by longer, can I get a motomalo by kere, Kilakabona Gilmolusung, Yarom when I came a counselor, business, but Sarah Moto, because we will, but Sarah to them, will. God, we have people like that. So, I mean, if we are in such a position, I mean, we should find or no, look, we need to grow because one day it's going to be our child or it's going to be you or somebody close to us. And we need to be in a position or on our supporter. We need to encourage them. And when we are there, at least at least we are there.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, ke jaaka re tswala jalo re bulela jalo Vantage Point ke tsa jalo gore wa ga modise o ipaakantse ka kwa gore ba go tsaya nna le wena ra go kopana gape sontaga o tla mo gopole jalo gore gate ga le phirimele ruri le phirimela gore le thabe ka moso se re ga go sa tsamaya sentle tsatsi la gompieno o tseye gore ke gone jaaka ile bohelelo jalo itse jalo gore le le phirimile hela thabo ya lone ke ka moso. Good morning to you. And have yourself a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. And have yourself a blessed week ahead. My name is Georgina Koboto Sakaria. Good morning.
Hallo, ich bin Nils, ich komme aus Deutschland und ihr hört Sieges Destination.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Thank you so much.